Hello, I'm Marlo Diana and you are tuned in to Fast Fit Foods, and today we are cooking some tacos. Everyone calls in, let's cook tacos. I said, yeah, let's do it. We're going to cook tacos and quesadillas. First we're going to get started. We're going to use chicken. This is boneless, skinless chicken, and you can tell I took all the fat off this. What I did was I got the scissors, trimmed the fat, so this is very, very lean. And what we're going to do is we're going to boil it today, actually. You're going to say, wow, boil it? That's right. What I have here is just a regular pot with some water. It's half full. You don't need to fill it up. And you want to boil it to maybe medium-high. And we're just going to stick our chicken right in here. And you're going to boil this for, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to check it on, I would say, medium-high. So if your stove goes up to 6, put it on 5. Okay, we're done with this. Disregard this. You want to put this right into the disposal, wherever it may be, the sink. Keep that in there. Since we were just handling chicken anyway, we're going to wash our hands because we always got to wash our hands. Okay, good. Now, I think for sure I gotta stick my trusty apron on here. Now let's get started. Let's get serious here. Okay. Now we do have the chicken on. If you want to put a lid on, you can, but make sure it doesn't boil over. Don't put the lid on 100% secure. Leave a space. And now we're just going to leave that go. And what we're going to do here, these are tortilla shells. The serving size is actually 2 tortillas, which carbohydrates would be 30 carbohydrates for a serving of 2, which is not much because your profile you want to take in 50 to 60 carbohydrates in one serving. Okay, we used that before. What you want to do is, there's an easy way to do this. You can actually microwave these because it'll save on time. What you do is you get a clean cloth, put the cloth down. Now you could just use in a frying pan as well, but we don't want to do that. And we're going to go with, that's 2, 4, 6. So say you were carving up today. This would be 3, 6. You could actually eat 4 of these. So you could have 2 tacos, maybe a little sandwich or a quesadilla, or whatever you want to call it. So what we're doing, put these in the middle. Now you're going to wrap this up. But you're going to add just a little liquid. And you want to open it back up. And right in the middle, just a little bit. And then you're going to flip those like that. And that's all you need. And you're going to put this right in the microwave. Make sure it's secure. And I would put it on for maybe like a minute and a half, more or less. But we'll go 2 minutes because there's a good amount. Now, since we're done with the tortilla shells, we're going to use an onion for this. An onion is 1 carbohydrate, if that. So you could eat all the onions you'd like. And with the onion, you always start from the front, then the back. Put 1 slice down the middle. And now, if you're going to start crying over this, what you do is, don't be sad, just kidding. You're going to rinse this with cold water, and this will get rid of the burning sensation. Okay, and this is the garbage bowl. The onion, you just want to cut it down the middle. Watch your fingers, never cut like this, cut like this. And you just want to grab on it, and we're going to cut it this way. And that's your option. See how nice? Beautiful. And actually your onion, we're just going to keep that raw because we're going to use it raw. And we're going to make it a little small today. And these are beautiful jalapeno peppers. You could buy these in any grocery store. They're very cheap, like 40 cents for a can. Actually, they come with these beautiful little carrots, and it has a little spice to it. They're not very hot, but boy does it make it very tasty. And we're going to use that a little later on. This is a tomato or a tomato or however you want to pronounce it. We're going to use this for our dish. Yeah, we got a lot of response, and please make some tacos. So we are making them today. And it's fun. You have children, you can get them involved with this. Tacos are actually whatever you want to put in. You can put a little of this, a little of that. Now our chickens are actually cooking very well, and that's on there, so maybe we'll get a little exercise in. What do you think? For sure. Here's some jugs of water in case you're thirsty, but we're going to use them for exercise. One jug is approximately 9 pounds. You didn't realize that. And we're going to use these for our weights today. You don't need weights because you have weights. If you have 2 empty jugs at your house, now if this is too heavy, you can get a smaller one of the half sizes. So we're going to start today with some curls. Up, 1, 2, 3, down. And you're going to bring it up this way because it's going to work the forearms as well as the biceps. 2, 3, 4. Stand from the side, you can see the forearm in motion as you do with the biceps. And if you want, you can hold it up there as well. There's many techniques. There's 3 heads of your bicep. And actually this feels really heavy at this point. Now, we're going to work the outer bicep. And these might be a little difficult, but I'm sure you can handle it once you build up your strength. And this is not only working the bicep, you're also working the shoulders and a lot of other muscles, your stabilizers. I can feel this already. And I'm going right into my shoulders and my trapezius. This is a shrug. You want to just be relaxed. Bend slightly forward, bring it up, down. Many people, they use their arms for this. That's totally wrong. You got to think back when you did something wrong. And they said, did you do that? And you said, I don't know. That's how you do it. Up, down. It might not seem much, but this is very good protection, especially if you have a daughter or a young boy that's playing any sports. You want to protect them, so you want to build up their neck and their shoulders. And these are simple exercises that you can do. You can actually see this working. This will protect you for possibly a car accident, anything. And this might not seem much, but you're burning calories and you're forming and molding. Now bring these up to your sides. Ready? 1, 2, 3, lift. Try to hold them out. Down. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring them up in front of you. You know if you're in shape, spell your name. M-A-R-L-O-D-I-A-N-A. Little things like that might feel corny, but actually you have to be very creative. It's like if you eat the same food every day, your body gets used to it. If you do the same training every day, guess what? Your body gets used to it. I'm getting sweaty and I must check the food. Now you just give yourself a simple rinse. And we're going to talk a little about expense as well. This is very, very inexpensive. You have a tomato that's approximately 32 cents. The onion was 20 cents. We already spoke about the can of peppers, which are optional. This is a low-fat mozzarella, which you can use low-fat skim. Or actually, you're better off using sometimes regular, because you got to watch your low fats and no fats, because there's a lot of bad additives, especially there's excessive sodium. We talked about that earlier. So sometimes you're just better off with the real product, like fake butter to real butter. Real butter is actually better because it could give your insulin level a normal rate, where the imitation, your body gets it and it says, oh my God, what is this? You get all sweaty, you get fat, no good. Use the real product, but use less. Now, our chicken is very good, but it's not ready yet. So we're just going to close that back up. We're going to leave the tortillas where they may be, and I think we should get some more exercise in now. This is fine and firm, maybe your table at your house. We're going to work your back. Bring this up. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep your foot like this for stable. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll switch to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you notice how I'm counting forward and backward because you want to be creative. But now you want to get the same amount as you do with each arm or each leg. You never do 5 on one side or 6 on the other because that's not how you roll this way. You have to do it the right way. And now, remember, you could use weights and bands, but if you don't have them, not to worry. You have many things in our home that we could use. So this whole scenario today is you're exercising, you're burning fat, we're definitely sweating, and we're saving our pocketbooks, and we're burning out the fat. Why not be happy? I don't know. This is hard work, but I'm going to eat very good and you're going to get a lot of antioxidants. This tomato is filled with antioxidants. You can't find this in a pill. The hot peppers actually burn fat, and there's research done that it promotes your prostate. So men, that's a green light. And also it'll spice up your life. You get calcium. Everybody needs some calcium. Cheese is a very good thing. And these tortillas, actually, they're very good. It's not going to spike your insulin level. See what happens if you eat something really, really rich. Your body's insulin level will increase. And we'll talk more about what increases, what decreases. But that is basically a good product, as long as you don't overdo it. But we talked about how many. Now, these tortillas are beautiful. But you must check them. How do you check them? Well, I'm going to tell you. And now, if you want a little oil, you could actually put a little oil on these. And if they're all stuck, don't get worried. They got to breathe a little. See, they're coming apart. Nice. And if one rips, hey, everyone deserves a bad day. Hot. Just kidding. I can handle it. That's called the baker's hand. We're going to leave that sit for now. We must check our chicken. Okay, now we're going to do some more exercises. When you put your hands behind your head. 1, 1, 2, 2. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Could I do it? Yes. Back to your jugs. Right up. 3. To the front. Hold them up. Spell your name. M-A-R-L-O. D-I-A-N-A. Now, to the side. You're getting good movement here. You're actually working a lot of muscles. Now, if this has any injury, like related to like old problems of whatsoever you might have had, well then stop immediately. But this could also help an old injury. It depends. If you have any slight pain, you stop. This is actually good. They have these in the gym. Not the jugs, but this exercise. And now you could twist as well. And this, you might take a little while to get coordinated, but coordination will equal muscle mass and also muscle definition. If you're able to do this with coordination, that means it's actually you're coming to a new beginning. go with the biceps again. This is a consistent exercise. And you might only be doing 4 or 5 repetitions. Now hold this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I want you to bend your knees, bend to the side, bring them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one you're going to hold. 5. And try to touch your elbows. Imagine touching your elbows. Bring it up, squeeze. Hold, down. Now, I want you to up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See the motion you're creating? Up. Keep the legs bent. And you don't want your back high. The higher your back, the more for your shoulders. But you also, if this hurts your lower back, you don't want to do this. I'm sweating. Now this is a very good one. Keep your legs bent. This is for your glutes. What is that? It's your buttocks. Bend slightly, bend over, bend up. 2. And if you want to keep your arms like this, you can, as long as it doesn't hurt your lower back. Stretch, up, up. Halfway down, halfway up. Halfway down, halfway up. All the way down, all the way up. Now all the way down, slowly. Put your neck down, blow out. Gently come back up forward. Put these back. Now I want you to touch the ceiling. This might sound corny, but it works. I know it works. And now, shadow boxing. What can this do? This can save your life. You don't want to throw a full power just like this. If you're right-handed, you start with your right. But what I want you to do is keep both legs like this. And you just slightly, nicely. Speed equals power. You practice on your coordination like a paintbrush. You don't have to use any power to make a beautiful painting, do you? Too hot. I gotta check the chicken. I might have to eat a little extra today because we're exercising up a storm here. With all these cookouts and holidays coming up, I might have to add some extra cheese here. This is just too much. Okay, I think we're in luck here. Let's check our chicken out. I think it's ready. And how do you know if it's ready? You use a temperature, but we don't always have a temperature at our home. What is a temperature? It's a temperature gauge. Where did it go? I don't even know. But anyway, the best way is you cut your chicken, your beef, or you would say your pollo, your pescado, your bistec. This chicken is done, but that's not the whole technique behind it. Now really I would just let this cool off, but we're going to actually rinse it, and since it was boiled it's not going to matter. You want to rinse this under very cold water, and you can put it in another bowl if you want. You leave that soak for a minute. And that didn't do anything spectacular. What I did, I'm just cooling down the chicken because it's hot and I don't want to burn my fingers off because I want to cook and exercise some more with you guys, and I might not be able to if I have burned fingers. So I cooled it off anyway. Now, what you do is get this chicken, and it depends how big you want it, but I make it nice and small. You can make this stringy, see? You can make it that small, but normal sizes like this, see? And this is very good if, say, you made dinner for 4, and you know you always have that neighbor that just shows up, or that friend. Well, now you can spread it a little more. So now you're spreading your chicken. You know how to do that. See, that's the whole thing. You want to think of each bite. This isn't a bite. Well, for me maybe, but. So now you got the picture there. Okay. Now you're going back to your shells. They're still warm. If you wanted them a little warmer, you could keep them in there. No grease, no nothing. Boom. Get your taco. You put it there. You get the queso, which is known as cheese. Little cheese. Oh, these are excellent. I'm going to give this one to my friend, so I'm going to put a couple on there. He won't know until he bites it. I'm going to hide it with the onion, tomato, and you could put a little salt. No, you always got to measure it. Put it in your palm, just a little. That's all. Some pepper if you'd like. And now if you wanted some sauce here, low fat sauces, you could use a little olive oil, a little bit of honey. It depends if you like hot sauce. There is some very low sodium hot sauces. A little more cheese. That's beautiful. That's all you do. Now if you wanted to make something else, like a quesadilla, you get this. Well, that one's had better days. So we're going to go with something else, like this. And it's basically the same sequence. And guess what? You created this. Right here, this is approximately about 14 carbohydrates. That's very low. The fat content is basically maybe 2%. The protein, however, is about 20. And you can control the protein. A little extra protein is actually good for you. Now this one, you're going to spread it out like a pizza. Okay? You can create how you want. You want this, you want that, you put this here like that, right? You put a little bit of onion, and if you want your onion fried, you could fry it. Okay. But now, you put this here. You get your pan. Just a little olive oil. Just a little bit. Because you want to eat healthy. You put your flame on high for now. And how much is a little bit? I'd say maybe a tablespoon. And you want to heat the pan. Always heat your frying pan first. You want it to sing to you. So these are good for now. You put those there. These are our exercise for next time. This is a wrap here. See, the oil is beautiful. See? That's nice. Now, this is your quesadilla. Bring it over here. And actually you're just going to fry it a little bit in the pan. And if you want, you could put a little rice with this as well. Remember, a half a cup of rice is very low carbohydrate, which is about 25, depending on what rice product you're using. But don't get the ones that have the package, because check the sodium content. You want a basic rice with no sodium, and you want to add your sodium or whatever you want to, because sometimes those little packets, you might say this is low fat, but it can be Madman that made it, and it can be terrible. So today, your carbohydrates, your proteins, it's all in here. Our exercise was proven. I was sweating, you were sweating, and definitely it was a wrap, and I can't wait till the next episode where we might make some eggplant. Do you ever eat eggplant? Beautiful, you'll love it. You could actually eat lots of eggplant. I'm getting excited, I might just cook right now. And this took more or less almost 20 to 30 minutes. And we could have speeded up the process, but not when you're having fun and you're getting healthy and you're fulfilling your goals. Definitely. I'm psyched for the next episode. And how long should you cook this? I would say more or less 5 minutes, depending if your pan is already heated. And if you want it a little more golden brown, you can do that. However, this baby's done. And you could cut it. Usually I would brown it more, but that depends on you. And these are great, like, because sometimes you want just a little taste. Perfect. Really, really thank you for joining me, and I hope I was helpful, which I'm pretty sure I think I was. And remember, I need you as much as you need me. We are a team, and I will definitely see you on the next episode. See you later. Thank you.